Welcome to SSPTV Community News. I'm Lisa Sugart. Today we are here inside the Valley Food Pantry in the borough of Cunningham. I'm pleased to be joined by two of the three co-chairs for this wonderful organization. Linda Snyder is to my left and Billy Schaefer is to my right. Billy, I can't believe it. This has been here for over 30 years. Tell us about the organization. Who is in charge? Who runs it?
The churches, I would say the churches do. It started over 30 years ago with the need in the valley, and the ministers realized this. So they started collecting food, and it ended up at this church because there was room for it here. We are fortunate to have 2 rooms that we can put the food in and distribute the food in. And for 30-some years, it's been run basically by the churches, but I should say by the community too, because if it weren't for the people in the community and the businesses and the schools and the Boy Scouts, etc., this would not exist. We work on donations only. We don't get any government financing. It's all donations by this wonderful community.
And now I know everybody hears about the food pantries and their great need over the holidays. But the holidays are now over, Linda. But your need for food to help people in need goes on all year round, right?
Yes, we do, especially summer, and like you said, after the holidays are over. But this is truly a valley with a heart, I have to say. We get so much stuff in from churches and organizations. They're so numerous to mention. People just really give from their heart. And even with COVID, we got monetary donations because people couldn't get out to shop. And we use those funds to replenish the pantry. We have people that shop for us, and people come in and pack. And all the churches donate. Every church has a section probably donated to the community of their church to bring in whatever we need. And then the inventory that we have is so fluid. You might need cereal one time, and the next thing you have an explosion of people giving cereal. And we give them protein, we give them vegetables, we give them meat. They get eggs. I just can't state how much we appreciate the heart of this valley.
Absolutely. So now, Billy, for someone watching this, how is it determined that they're eligible to receive this, and how many people are you serving?
Right now, we're serving 59 families. You can come every 3 weeks if you need to. You can come less often, and some do. But we have 59 families right now. And like Linda said, it's sort of, fluid is the word I want to use. We'll have somebody move, somebody will come in. So it stays around 59 to 60 families. And with COVID, we did get a couple more families. We're getting a couple more now because of the economy. But the way you can come to our pantry is you have to either live in the valley or go to church in the valley, being this is a church-based pantry. And all you need to do is talk to your minister and have him or her recommend them to come. You do not have to have an electric bill or anything like that. We do this on faith, and it works. It's been working for all these years. If your church does not have a minister, or if you don't go to church, try to call a minister. Try to call even somebody maybe from Catholic Social Services who could get in touch with us.
So someone who maybe hasn't been familiar with the organization and the fact that you don't receive any outside help, and they say, I want to help. What's the best way for them to donate? Products, money, what do you need the most?
Either one. Because what we don't have in products, we can go out and buy. And when we buy things, we make sure we get the best deal we can for the money that we have. I mean, we get money from churches, organizations, and all, but it's also the individuals that send in a lot of money too, and we really appreciate them.
Do they call or mail in? What's the best way for them to send you something?
To send money, the best way would be to mail it to the check to Valley Food Pantry in care of Christ United Church of Christ, Post Office Box 187 in Cunningham, or you can drop it off at any of the churches in the valley. Now, a lot of the churches aren't open all of the time, so you might have to call the church first.
And I know it's 2 lovely ladies here, but there is a third.
There is a third, Maureen Younger, who works full-time during the day. So she will bag at night when it's her week to bag. She will shop on the weekends, bless her heart, when she needs to shop for us. So she does her share like we do ours. And we have 3 other churches who have people who bag for us. If you come here to our pantry, we keep your name private. It's very confidential, so that's why we don't have a lot of people bagging or helping us distribute the food.
All right, very good to know. And so many organizations help out this group to do things to either raise money for you or to collect food for you. So there's a lot of groups doing that. I know I personally get a bag on my porch every year from the Boy Scouts that they ask, and then all the proceeds come. Could you fill these shelves if you didn't have that help?
No, it's amazing, and I have to shout out to the parents of the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts that are involved in that too, because they're the ones who drive these children around and go to these houses and put out a bag, then turn around and go back and pick them up and bring them here. The parents will sit there and go through all the cans and box products that we get and make sure nothing is outdated. We would appreciate if what you give to the pantry is current. Even though you can hand out stuff that might be a year old, we don't do that here. We have what we call a take-it cart. If something is close to expiration or just expired, it's up to the individual who comes to decide whether they want to try that or not.
And Billy, I know you said the schools help out as well.
Oh, we couldn't do it without the schools either, because they like to help us. The kids are wonderful, and the parents there are also wonderful, like the scouting parents are. Absolutely. And it's not just one or two schools. We have a few schools who donate to us.
Lastly, we see the shelves behind us. They're not all full. Is there anything in particular you extremely need right now?
Snacks, because we know kids like snacks as well as adults. We always like to try to keep things on with soups, especially in the winter. Chili, anything protein. You know, we have tuna fish, we have chicken breast, we have chili, we have manwich, stuff like that. So anything that is filling for people, I would say. And SpaghettiOs, raviolis, those kind of things are important. It's not just food that we give out. We give out toiletries. We give out soap every week, toilet paper, paper towels, toothbrushes, Kleenex, whatever we've got, hand soap. So we'll give out dog food and cat food if somebody gives it to us. So,
All righty. Well, if someone watching needs to contact you guys, says, hey, I want to make a donation, do they call the church here?
that would be the best thing to do, is to call the church. And the church's phone number is 570-788-1964.